many bases do you guys hold?
We hold those two and we're working on the third, but they have resistance because they keep going behind us and spawning. So we're gonna have to kill them, take that base, and they can only spawn in the pond. So I have to enforce that as soon as I get back. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Josh with McCoy for Gaming. Today I'm going to just kind of overview some of the stuff from Operation Bobcat that I missed because my GoPro actually died twice. It died once because the battery, and that was, if you saw episode, I believe it was 2, when it just cuts off. That's because my battery died. The second thing is that in this video it cuts off pretty briefly because of my battery dying again, but my battery died and I didn't have an extra battery, but I didn't realize it when I went back and watched. My SD card actually ran out of space like a minute or two before my battery died, so I didn't have any more space on my SD card and my battery died, so even if I had more space it wouldn't have mattered. So I'll have to say that I missed about an hour of the footage from Operation Bobcat and a lot of good fights, a lot of good engagements. I just wanted to give you guys the lowdown on what happened and just some scenarios. These are where the mortar shells are.
I know, we already got those. Hey,
is that Carter?
Josh. Are those ours?
crap, where's my mic?
Josh, that's Nathan.
Copy. Yep.
Hold on.
We started?
Hold on.
There were no cans.
That's right. Bring him up. Bring him up.
Side. Come over here.
Bring around. Okay, I was like,
I was like, wait a second.
I was like, are we gonna have to shoot them?
Okay, so hold on. Who was with you? You, your buddy. It's okay.
Kelsh.
So Josh.
You guys are gonna hold him back there.
I want to deal with prisoners.
Yeah, you're gonna help me.
He's a prisoner?
He's a prisoner, yeah.
Okay, so we need to take his guns.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Everyone who was with Ian, go back and head up there. Ian, keep your radio on, and I'll radio you when we need support.
Gotcha.
Because I'm gonna have you probably put half your forces here and half here when we move. Okay?
I'll take it.
Here's what we're gonna do. So we're here.
It's spring
Hold on.
and you don't want it.
We just sent Ian up here and Carter down here. What I want to do is I want to come down this back road and flank them because those guys are gonna start. So we're gonna flank them. We're gonna go down this trail and down there, and then wait. Okay, because from this position at B, because this is A, B, and C, from B we can see all three of them, so we'll know. Okay, engage them. We'll be right behind. There are people. Send half our guys to go around to the flagpole and take them that way. Take the back half. Oh crap. 6, 7. I think they're whole force.
So we should all
Yeah, that's their whole force.
You want to wait them out?
They're all moving up through here. Hey Carter, they are all at our base. I need you to send half your guys up to the flagpole to help us. Last 2. Tell them to go like. Send reinforcements right now. Send reinforcements. Down to the fire ring. If you go to the flagpole, take the left trail down to the fire ring over by Wild Boat Pass. They're all coming this way. They're all coming this way. Screw it. They're all coming this way. You three hold here. Get in the get in this tree line. We're gonna come behind them. Jack, help them. They're coming all this way. We're gonna go around the back, flank them. Okay. Carter, they're on C. Come up C. Quick, quick. Hit! Carter, Ian, get as many of you guys over at B as possible. They're over by the back. That's why my hands are up. Hey, isn't it a minute respawn, Dylan? Hey, Dylan. Dylan, was that a whole minute? Dylan, was that a whole minute?
Oh, is it up to a minute?
Yeah, I said we upped it to a minute.
Wait, can I capture him? Let's capture him.
It's gonna be a mistake, but you can.
No.
Capture me.
See the dirt dude over there? No, what? Over there. There's something moving.
Maybe it's an animal.
Yeah, probably. Wait, who are you?
I'm Josh.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm just dead.
Oh, yeah, Josh, who shot you?
I don't know.
How do I go about that?
Oh, wait, you were the one.
I just got clipped in the pant leg. It just like
Where were you? Where were
right
you?
here,
Where were you?
right here.
Right here?
How do we capture you?
That's who.
What?
You said
How do we
I was
actually
going
capture
crazy. He was right here.
Huh?
How do we capture you?
You just
know?
do.
Like now? Can we?
He's ours. Let's leave.
Let's take him.
I'm out.
Okay, he's ours. Stay right here.
Someone's got to.
Someone needs to guard him.
Here, I'm gonna walk with them.
I am actually captured right now.
Hey.
Don't
Hey,
tell
At
them.
B.
you guys
Don't tell
stick
them.
with him.
Hey, they're gonna be coming to B. I guess. Can I take you with me? Wherever our base
Hey,
is?
where'd you get hit?
Let's go.
You barely clipped me right here on the pocket of the pants.
Hey, time out. Look, we got a whole bunch of people from here coming, so we're gonna take them wherever we're taking them.
Sorry,
So you wanna go?
teammate. I didn't mean to shoot you.
Okay, someone grab my gun. Don't drop it. How is that? I don't know.
150.
I got their
Is that one of the Crossman ones? No, that's the game fish one. L96 though.
What do I do with the leader?
We
This
take
is
him.
their leader.
Wait, the base is down here. I know it's their leader. Yeah, we
What do I do with
captured.
them?
No, we captured the base down here. Take them to the base.
Come on.
We got Josh.
Do.
Yo, we got Josh. We're
Phenomena.
gonna try to save him. We're gonna have fun. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Hey! Got him! Got him! I got him. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. Sorry about the next shot.
Phenomena.
Oh,
Do.
Wait. Wait. Is that ours?
Hey, keep looking in the tree line. They gotta be sitting right there.
Oh, there's Shrimpy. Who's Shrimpy?
I'm not crossing.
Wait,
Shit.
stop. Who did we shoot? Hey, there's still people in there. Contact!
I got one.
Go. Keep bringing it. Keep going. Hit him. Oh, yeah.
Medic! Are you hit?
Medic, he's on our team. He's a freaking.
Carter and Ian, I'm captured. I need you guys to save me. We're going down to the pond. Meet me at the pond and save me.
Hey!
Okay, thanks. Radio silence.
Hey!
Look at Dylan. Dylan
You
is.
get captured.
They shot me right there in the alley.
You got hit.
He got me right in the finger.
He got me in the butt, and then he shot me like 4 more times in the side.
They got me in the backpack
Hey,
and
they're all over
the
there!
finger right after.
They're all over there!
I'm gonna back up because they're probably Okay.
Cancel that. Everyone meet me at B. They're all here. We're still here. See you, buddy. He's actually dead.
Are you hit?
You meant, okay. I thought you meant like actually fake death. Like
No,
real death.
like he's like, no, I'm hit. And then he just, I'm like,
Yeah.
Insert map right here. What happened was we are down at the activities area, and we were down there. We were just kind of walking from base 1 up to base 2 down that gravel road. We were hearing voices. We didn't know who it was, what was going on, but we heard voices. We ran into the tree line. Sure enough, there was the green team waiting for us with 2/3 their forces in the brush. Myself, Ian, maybe Carter Johnson and Jacob Stoles. Great guys. They were with me and they all hid. I kind of sneaked up into the bushes, shimmied my way over to the trees. First engagement, I heard guys. They were walking towards my position. I was under a cedar tree actually. And they got close enough. I shot their feet. I took 3 of them out. Ran away. The rest of the 6 that were on that patrol assaulted me, and I ended up taking them out one by one afterwards, after I ran across the road and took better cover behind some rocks. A little bit later, I went up to check B because I was worried that they would double back and take our bases because we were all in the pond still. We were still in the middle of that pond fight when this happened. So I was worried that they were going to double back, take the second base, and we'd be forced to kind of the extremities of the field. But no, I was wrong. We actually didn't have any people over there. I was really relieved. So what we did is I doubled back. Back in there, I saw the rest of their, they lost the pond. We captured the pond.
Green. I know it's gonna be confusing because I'm not the right camouflage.
So what just went down?
We didn't have someone watching our 6 and I was reloading and that was me. Ian Parker, where am I? Well, thank you. Regarding what happened just now, I was busy reloading and the rest of my guys were holding the front line and one guy came from behind and I was yelling, turn around, and no one, I was wearing a mask on because my thing fogs up. So as I'm figuring out, it is, we held the base for a total of, I think it may have been 45 minutes.
I think it was around there, yeah.
Yeah, 10:45 was around the time we got there. We held it for about 45 minutes, and it's 30 minutes in now. We held the base for a good long time. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the progress we made. So I'm worth 10 points. My commander's already captured. I remember they tried calling me earlier, but I was in the middle of a firefight.
We took care of them. We already have them captured.
I know
one
you
of
do.
them. We have Nathan captured.
Medic.
I know. Hey, is that a mask? To meet with the other guys from the previous games I've been to. I got to meet with Scott again.
Hey, John. Sorry I had to storm your fort.
It's fine. The odds were stacked against us, and you know what I'm happy for?
What's that?
We held the base for longer than I thought we would. We actually got to one.
You actually took the base, but I think I was originally stationed there.
John.
Hey, good to hear.
So last question, really quick, if you don't mind.
What's that?
What would it take to win this game for you guys?
We've got John.
More people. We had 4 guys at base.
So what do you guys have to do as far as score goes to win this game?
We're not gonna. It's so that we don't have anyone with mortar shells. Our team was divided. I don't even know where half our squad was. I don't know if I told you this, but
That's what we
in the middle of that trench, we had, I think, oh, watch that. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 other guys besides me in there. I sent 2 out to go find reinforcements. They didn't come back for another 30 minutes at 11:30. They're there now. And,
I'm pretty sure we're done.
well, I just needed more people. We didn't have enough people watching corners. Everyone else that was there was doing their job. Fan-freaking-tastic. I didn't have to take too many shots.
We took minutes.
If we captured all 3 bases, yeah, they couldn't deposit points, and we would actually be good for now. But my goal this year, because of how high the things were stacked against us, my goal was just to get the next year started.
We took that.
Because,
Well, that's a good attitude to have.
because I'm not seeing. We had 4 guys versus an entire storm front against us. I'm okay. I feel great. This is great. I loved how great we did.
Probably wants radio silence for you guys. You're probably telling everybody else right where he is. I bet their medics are dead. I bet your medics are dead. Otherwise, you would be respawning and Josh would be alive now. You've lost 2 bases now, along with most of the canisters that will decide next year's fight. But there are some good things going for you. You have radios. That's going for you. Oh, radio silence. Is that what it is now? That's about it. You have 2 of them. Right. Great. You have 2 of them. We have 4. So. No, I thought there was 6. I've not seen any, but that's the first one I saw. And Josh is making his way here, and I think that's all I'm going to do for now, because they're probably going to kill me pretty soon.
And they all kind of shifted down into the second base, number 2 by the flagpole, and they shifted down into the activities area. So there's, 15 kids crammed in this small environment, and another 10 back off in the brush behind us. Very difficult engagement. Basically what I ended up doing is I had, I think, 3 or 4 more guys. We just hid in the tree line. They would shoot fire rounds across the camp, fire rounds across the area. I sneaked onto the back trail, crawled my way up, and kind of sneaked around. Got up there. As soon as I'm getting a good decent amount, 2 or 3 guys turn the corner. I start shooting, take them out. I hide back in the bushes. Come by a few minutes later, another guy comes. I think I see Josh. I shoot him in the head, because that was the only thing that was exposed. Sorry again, Garrett. But what happened was I ran into the bushes because I saw Matthew Duff, another good guy. He was coming up on my 1, actually, because 12 and 6. He was coming up on my 1, and I'm facing Garrett, just shot him. I hear Matt, I turn, I shoot him, and I run out as fast as I can. Well, Garrett's brother Justin comes in, shoots me, just lit up my leg, just ripped me to pieces. It was interesting. I got shot like 8 times or something crazy, but I got out. I went back to respawn. Ian and the other guys that were holding it were just staying in there, exchanging rounds back and forth between the 2 sides. Really good engagement. I went back, captured B, ended up taking out like 5 or 6 guys, coming back, doubling, hitting him in the back, and then we hid in 1 again over by the entrance. We hid there. We just sat on the edges of that kind of bottleneck and would pop them if they come either direction or either way of the road. So we did that. Finally, we broke their lines and they retreated. So we advanced, and I got over to 3, or the pond. I got over to the pond. check them with everyone and say, okay, let's rally our forces and push up as a wave and force them into the bottleneck where Ian was waiting to, whenever we pushed him in, he would shoot him with his Crytek SPR Mark II. Good gun. So we pushed him in and ended up being time. So as soon as we got to the flagpole again and took the flagpole, because we had the pond, we had the bottleneck or the entrance, and all we were missing was this one. So within the last 5 minutes, I grabbed like Hunter and a bunch of other guys, Hunter and Caleb and whatnot, and shoved my way up, just crammed them in, took the flagpole again, so we had all 3 bases. It was excellent, and that's really how we won. In the last 2 minutes, they captured the base. I said, you guys go on the base, I'm gonna cover the left flank on my side, because I went around that way. I covered the left flank, I was pulling up, I shot like 2 guys, they got the base, I called game over, it was game over. Tan team won with all 3 bases. We had their captain, we had the box with the phone in it, and we had 2 other objective points. So 2 objective points, each are worth 1, 1 objective point worth 2, and 1 worth 10. So we had a total of 14 points. It was a really good game. I would still like to thank all of the people on both the tan and the green for participating. I really would like to thank John Benson for leading the team up until Wayne had to leave, and then thank Ethan Montgomery for picking up the team after John left. So thanks again. You guys were great. I hope to see you guys next year. Sorry I couldn't get that on film. It was really awesome. It was like an entire hour. I just covered in like 8 minutes or something crazy. Well, I covered it actually about 5 minutes, but great to, you know, do that again. We actually want to do a quick shout out for some people and do a quick, like, you know, 2 reading your comments just to let you guys have some commonly asked questions that I would like to answer just as we speak. Masked Manchester, sorry. He said, what do you use to edit? I use VSDC free editor. I can put a link in the description, and it's, like I said, it's free. It's a really good resource, has basically every tool I need, and then I get my music off of YouTube. And this comment is from Sam Dunn. He said, are there any good spring-loaded or battery-powered pistols you know of? Well, Sam, let me just, you know, straighten up here. There are some very good spring pistols. One of them is, I cannot remember the name, so I'll put a link in the description for the pistol or pistols, depending on how many I remember, that I thought were really good spring pistols, just because they're accurate. They're really accurate and decently cheap, so check those out. My KSR-9, or that, you know, spring thing, is probably the most accurate pistol spring thing I've ever had or seen. I'll put a link in the description to that. I got that from Airsoft Megastore or AMS. Thank you guys are awesome. I really appreciate you. I buy a ton of stuff from you. Also shout out to Evike. You guys are so cool too. I bought my AK from you, bought a lot of good stuff. Pistol parts and rifle parts for my M14. So thanks again for all you guys. And also one more thing, if you guys want to buy patches in ACU or multicam, they're $7 a piece. You put whatever you want on here, up to however many numbers or however many letters and numbers this is. You count. ACU or multicam. They also come in OD green. They come in navy blue, black, white, tan. Come in the desert. If I can find it, they come in the desert tan version of this. It's called DCU, and it's like that, you know, tan version. If you want one of those, they're $7. I'm selling McCoy Warrior 4 patch. Dang it. I'm selling McCoy Warrior 4 patches in multicam for $6. So if you want to get a multicam McCoy Warrior 4 patch and support the channel, don't forget to do that. Last thing, I got a new phone because my old phone was old and useless. So I went from my official McCoy Warrior 4 phone that was white to a new black iPhone. So if you guys want to see me do a video of me maybe shooting my old iPhone or using it for some absurd purpose that it should never be used for, related to airsoft or anything else, let me know and I will do that. I'll show you it still works, everything, but just let me know what you guys want me to do with it and I'll do it.